Hello, my name is John Sveck. Welcome to this ALL24 video. Coach Waterman and I are joined by a special guest today, Coach Tom Flaxman, who is the offensive coordinator and running backs coach at Queen's University. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Thanks for having me, guys. Great to be here.
We're going to do a one clip. So as always, Coach Waterman and I will select a random play and we'll break it down. You tell me when to stop, Coach.
And stop.
All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like 0 and 10, so it's the first play of a drive. I'll kind of set the stage here and then give the floor to Coach Flaxman. So here we go. Looks like multiple offensive linemen set. I only see a couple detached receivers. Again, it's a 1st and 10, so a lot could happen here. I'm trying to – okay, so there's a wing developing. So we have a tight end and a wing to the field, a tight end to the boundary, and, again, 2 detached receivers in a pistol. Any thoughts when you first see that alignment, Coach?
The first thing that stands out to me, one of the core things that I look at when I'm breaking a play down is as you present a formation, have you forced the defense into some kind of an adjustment, and what is that adjustment? I'm always looking for how I can create space, and if I can't create space, I want to look how I can create a numbers advantage. So looking at the screen here, this double tight set with the wing, obviously a very compressed formation. We don't run a ton of this formation, but looking at it offhand, you've got a pretty balanced set here from a numbers standpoint.
Yeah, and we'll get to the tight, but I can tell you, that's the field half, that's the boundary half. There's our Sam, and everyone else in the box there.
Okay, so you've attached, by the looks of it, your boundary half is the D-gap defender and or C-gap defender to the boundary side. So that's when I'm looking at a double tight set, that'd be one of the first things I take a look at. So the boundary half is attached to the box. Generally, in most defenses, you're looking at is, who's the better run defender? Is it the boundary half or is it the Sam linebacker? You're in a fairly balanced set right now. If your boundary half is the weaker of the 2 run defenders, then I want to send my run game towards this boundary half back and force him to play a gap, because it's not something that he's generally used to doing. So I think right off the bat, with the boundary half set weak and defending the D gap, I'm going to attack him just to see if he's able to defend a gap.
Sure. Any initial thoughts, Coach Waterman, when you see this?
Yeah, I would agree with Coach Flaxman. The other interesting thing is that they've got lots of waggle opportunities for the receivers who are off the line of scrimmage with those tight end sets. So you got guys attacking the line full speed, creating stress and pressure on the defensive back and taking them out of maybe a more familiar defensive alignment and now having them to have to adjust. So, that's one good thing about the formation. It really, as Tom said, he's looking for something that causes stress.
And final thing I'll add before we actually see the play, defensively, since this guy, it's another big guy, I believe, and he's a wing, we're going to need to be sharp. If he moves or goes across, we're going to need to react to that somehow.
Can I jump in one more time real quick?
Sure.
I think Coach Waterman brings up a great point. You've got 2 detached receivers here, both with run-ups, which is awesome. And when you put a formation like this out here, you're looking at a space option. Corners generally are not they just generally don't play receivers with a run-up, because often you've got your wide receiver on the line of scrimmage. So it's a bit of a different technique for these corners to now have to play a receiver with a run-up. And again, you've created space here. This is a great formation, in my opinion, for Acadia. In the middle of the field, 1st and 10. I mean, this is darn near a goal line set, and they're forcing you to commit 9 guys to the box to defend their run gaps. And if you're going to do it, then they're creating a lot of space for you to be able to attack with the pass game with your receivers. And again, I've run some double tight in my career. One of the beauties of playing with double tight is that I really think it simplifies the coverage menu that a young quarterback might be able to see. So in this picture, I think you've simplified the picture for this quarterback from Acadia. Should be able to make a great read pre and post snap.
Perfect. Let's see what we actually get here. Okay, looks like an outside run play developing to the field. And again, we will watch the tight, but anything you guys are seeing on the wide here? A lot of bodies in there.
A lot of bodies.
Yeah, you like to see it from the tight. It looks like it's, like you said, it's an possible outside zone, and it looks like there's a fullback by one of the defensive players back into the gap. So, it's the tight will probably give us a little better indication. But
let's get to the tight.
Yeah.
And we'll see a lot of big bodies here. Remembering back, not only is it a double tight end set, but you see a number of extra offensive linemen on the field here. So any thoughts on the blocking scheme there, Coach? Looks like an outside zone kind of play.
Outside zone, it's a full outside zone. I mean, one of the issues I think with meshing outside zone from the pistol is it gives a pretty pretty free flow to the linebackers. They see that outside zone track from the tailback, and they're able to move with their gaps. I think there's good cutback options on this play based on the way this is playing out. A foot in the dirt from the tailback right now and getting vertical and getting north is going to give you an opportunity to get I think a fairly decent gain. You know, coach looks like he's doing a pretty good job getting his defense set on the front side here. They're doing a good job of taking care of their gaps. This is one of those ones where I'd like to see the tailback press this a half second longer, and then foot in the dirt and get north right now through that crease and allow those backside blockers to catch up, give him an opportunity to burst his arch and get north.
Great point, Coach. I mean, you see that penetration from the defensive end there. So that's a big indicator of sticking that foot in the ground and getting vertical, right?
Yep, exactly right.
That's great. A lot of great points made during this chat here, guys. And obviously, you know, with a little bit of an unorthodox formation, a lot of decisions being made defensively, and then the offense is going to look for reacting off those decisions. So it's a very interesting play here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So perfect. Thank you so much for being with us, Coach. It's been great talking some football with you.
Thanks very much. I appreciate you pulling up the Acadia clip for me. It's great.
Had to do it.
Bringing you back, Coach. Bringing you back.
That's right. Yeah, definitely.
Had to do it. Stay safe, Coach, and I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
Definitely. Stay safe, guys. Take care. Thanks very much.